Weenie Hut Junior Rob. All right, let's go do it. So we've got this Dodge Charger. We ceramic coated this like 2 years ago when we first got the shop. This place was absolutely empty. Like the walls weren't even painted yet. This guy wanted his car ceramic coated. I think it was like a referral. And so we did it in the shop, no lighting, no nothing. I think it was like our first ceramic coating. This was actually our first ceramic coating in this shop. So it's been a couple years. And so we're doing a maintenance polish on it. So we did a 3-year ceramic coating. That was all we offered then. It still looks pretty good. We actually wash it once a week. So this car looking fantabulous as always, but we recommended getting it decontaminated and then doing a light polish on this. It's gonna revitalize the coating and really make it last much longer. It's still on there. I mean, it almost, in a sense, doesn't need the polish, but decontaminating it for sure, because even though we're washing it once a week, there's still things that fall in the car, get stuck to it, things we can't wash off through time. We just never know. There are times we've missed it, so we didn't wash it for 2-3 weeks because they had to reschedule. So we're gonna do a light polish. Rob's starting over here. So we're using the 21 with the Rupes white pad, so it's like the softest pad they have with Rehab. The Rehab is a SiO2 compound, so this has ceramic in it. So all we're doing is a super light polish and just revitalizing that coating. So we're polishing the coating, getting imperfections out, and also reapplying it. We're also gonna add on like another like light sealant on there, just give that extra pop. So that's what we're doing right now. And then he's watching golf videos while polishing. That's like his thing lately. All about golf. It's all about the golf. So let's check out what polishers I would need to use. So my favorite tool is a 21. That one has a 21 throw on it. It's the biggest one with a 6-inch pad, but there's some tight areas that I'm gonna need the 3-inch on. So these are all the polishers that we have. This is what you call an investment. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 polishers, all Rupes. There's like $3 grand right here. I actually have another one, but it's broken. I have to get it repaired. So well over $3 grand worth of polishers. So got that. I'm gonna go get the pad. So I don't just stick to one brand. I mean, I use a lot of Rupes pads, but this is from 3D. This is their super soft black pad. It's their hex pad. So I like that. It takes a little more compound. It's nice to work with. It's super soft, like soft. All right, so let's get the smaller areas for Rob. I need a Tornador to clean off my pad. The pad's really cleans like brand new, but better safe than sorry. You just never know what could be on there. I'm so proud of this Tornador that I did. It's made out of rubber, this cone. All the other ones are made out of plastic and it costs like 10 bucks to replace them. I 3D printed these and they're gonna last because they're flexible. I feel like they're gonna last forever, which I love. So I never have to buy them, dude. I used to buy so many. Feel that dust? Lets you know that it was still kind of dirty. So luckily, yeah, I blew it off. So let's go get the compound. So I'm gonna get the trunk. There you go. So this compound's really nice because it's sealant based. It's not like carnauba based. It's SiO2, so it's ceramic. So I don't have to worry too much about getting that white gunk or powder on the plastic and things like that, like most compounds. Cord over the shoulder as per usual. Let's go speed 3. Spread the compound. Just pop this hood. Light pressure, I'm not one-handed, I'm not doing a lot. I'm just letting the pad do the job, let the compound be worked in. And that's it. You want to work it in until it's almost clear, buff off any excess, and just repeat. So let's blow this off. After you're done with each panel, and whenever you're polishing, always blow it off. This is gonna make sure you get a nice clean start. What happens if it starts gunking up, it's gonna start marring it. And you don't want that to happen. It'll just look ugly. And so with this, I can polish almost anything that was coated. So I can do the plastic for the tail light. Because the pad's super soft, it's really flexible. And I can just hit it. I just got brand new towels. Look how bright green these are. Got these from Rag Company. I have not washed these yet. But I'm gonna use it anyways. It's recommended to wash them, but our washer's full right now. So, super soft, looking good. And then that part's done. So it feels glossier, a little more clarity to it. So that part's done. Then I'm gonna do the top over here and pretty much the rest of the small areas in the bumper and kind of go from there. So ceramic coatings are great. So it's actually, I'm 50-50 in ceramic coating, all right? I love ceramic coatings. I sell them, we apply them. They're great. I love cars that are ceramic coated. You can also get away of just waxing it regularly very well. What a ceramic coating is, it's just a semi-permanent wax that you lay in your car that's extremely hydrophobic. It's much thicker, it's much harder. It's at a 9H hardness, which is like the highest, but it's literally like microscopic layer, thin layer that you're applying to a car. And it can last from 3 to 5 to 10 years. It just depends on, well, which one you apply, how well you maintain it. It's been 2 years since I applied this. We wash it every week, once a week. I mean, I think it could last another 3 or 4 years. But we're doing this to make sure it does. And it does look a little bit better. It does maintain its gloss. It does maintain its hydrophobic properties. So if you don't want to wax your car, you want to look really good, like just year round, I would ceramic coat a car. But if you're just like, that's too expensive because they're like $1,000 to $2,000, just wax your car regularly. Wax it once a month, and you can get the same results, but you won't get like the hardness to it. You won't get the same gloss. It's much thicker. You get that really, like it's super glossy right now. With wax, it'll make it glossy, but it's negligible, let's put it that way. All right, to a detailer, we can tell the difference. To a normal person, if I put 2 cars, one that's waxed, one that's ceramic coated, you can tell the difference. The only difference between a ceramic coating is that we do paint corrections. Most people do paint corrections, so they're gonna polish it and make sure the car looks fucking phenomenal before we coat it. Most people, they'll just wash the car and wax it, scratches, swirls, marring, whatever it's on the car, and then they'll wax it. So that's why like, oh, it doesn't look as good as ceramic coating. You can polish a car really good, cut and polish it and put on a wax, and it'll probably look just as good, but it won't last as long, and there's a higher probability of it failing. Because most people don't prep their wax very well. So before we apply a coating, we will use alcohol. We'll wipe the whole car down with alcohol to make sure it's completely naked and bare, and then we start applying the coating. Most people won't even do that with wax, so there could be oils in the way. If you're using a soap that's like a washing wax, that old wax is in the way. So this is why I like ceramic coatings. There's 2 polishers every detailer should have. No brand, no anything. You need a 3-inch and like a 5 or 6-inch. You gotta have a big and a small one. If you don't have a small one, it's gonna be really hard to get in those fine details with a larger 5 or 6-inch pad. So having this 3-inch pad makes it much better. It gives you that professional results that you need. Like to get in this area with the other pads, it'd be extremely difficult. For the mini 1-inch ones, the nanos, I don't think it's super necessary. It's nice to have. It's a cool little toy. But most of the time you can probably get away with it. I love the big one. I use the 21 for almost anything. If it wasn't for this video, I would use the big one that Rob has for all the small areas. But that's just me. But for demonstration purposes, using a 3-inch in a, little 3-inch area is kind of the smart way of doing it. So that's all done. And this is how we keep track. So we had this specially printed. This was printed on a whiteboard like sheet, so we can draw on it, whatever it is, and so we can keep track of what we've done. All right, I have a meeting right now, so I gotta talk to them. Meetings. Something about, I don't know, retirement plans.
Rehab?
Yeah, rehab, yep. I did the whole half at once, so I just put like 6-7 drops like a ton. I didn't get the trim yet, Aaron, so get this half, the trim, mirror, and then these 2 doors, and that's it. You should be able to do half a door at a time. I did the bottom lip. I already did it, yeah. So just really get the easy parts, and you're good to go.